Hi, I'm Vance, and as you can see, I'm pretty much chilling today in my Nightmare Before Christmas pajamas. Ironically, it's late August, so I don't really think that this is the appropriate um, outfit to wear, during this time of year. And it's not even October yet, even though I'm pretty sure this time of the year there's probably a couple of Spirit Halloweens popping up in random locations in the Kissimmee area. Anyway, I like days like this, I really like days when I can just sit back, relax, and be comfortable and just not have to rush anywhere. These are the kind of days that I really enjoy. Regardless of the fact that later on today I have a quiz to take and it's actually due by midnight tonight, so there's one thing that I gotta rush to get done, but, I still got all day. It's just, it's 9:36, so I've got plenty of time. One thing that I was thinking about is that, since this is supposed to be, the Nightmare Before Christmas pajamas, I figured that, around Christmas time I'll definitely be wearing these pajamas. And I actually wish that I had more pajamas like these, because they're probably the most comfortable that I have. I mean, I've got pajama pants or sweatpants, whatever you want to call them. And some of them are comfortable. Well, they're all comfortable, but, I just like the fabric of these particular pants. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but they're very comfortable. They don't really feel heavy. I honestly have no idea what I'm talking about. This is one of those things that, I have a hard time trying to explain because, I'm not a fashion designer. I don't know anything about clothes except, they're supposed to keep you warm, and also at the same time they're supposed to cover your nakedness. I'm sure you can tell that I'm very slow when I'm trying to speak. That's just something about me that I've always had problems with. I've always had a hard time trying to communicate. And something, one of the things that I've learned about myself is that when it comes to communication, I do it much better when I'm writing. That's something that I have in common with a former Roman Catholic nun, Karen Armstrong. She's a former Roman Catholic nun from England. She's written books like, what's it called, The Spiral Staircase. I remember watching a video on YouTube where she's being interviewed by Oprah Winfrey. And, she was telling the story about how one of her biggest struggles in her years in the convent was that she had a hard time praying. She just couldn't pray to God in the same way that all of her fellow nuns were praying to God, She eventually came to realize that, it just wasn't the life that she was called to. And by God's amazing grace, she eventually decided that, she was called to be an author. I don't know if she's ever written any novels, but she's definitely written a lot of books, especially in the fields that fascinate her, which do include the history of religion and religious people. And one of the things that Karen Armstrong has said is that she finds that it's easier for her to communicate in any way, shape, or form, whether if it's talking to other people or even praying to God, by writing. And I find that to be true for me just as well. I find that it's much easier for me to communicate with writing. And the reason why is because I actually have an opportunity to sit down, gather my thoughts, organize them, and write them down on a sheet of paper. Whereas opposed to, being interrogated by someone who just always wants an answer from me immediately, I'm standing there shaking and I'm trying to form an answer in my mind because these people, they just want an answer immediately and I want to give them a satisfactory answer. And even if I give them a satisfactory answer, it's not enough for them. So it's like, when I'm put on the spot, my mind goes blank. When I'm sitting down and I have a chance to gather my thoughts together and write them down on a sheet of paper and organize them in chronological order, it's much easier for me to communicate, when I have a pen in my hand or if I'm typing on my laptop. So, excuse me. Well, that's all I just wanted to talk about in this video. I just wanted to express, that, I really enjoy days like this when I can just sit back and relax, wear comfortable clothing, and just, watch TV. And speaking of which, I think 90 Day Fiancé is on. This TV that we have, this is one of those, TVs that, It's kind of like computers and laptops. It takes a while to turn on. So let's see what's going on. There we go.
So I think my hotel's straight.
Well, I'm going to watch 90 Day Fiancé now, so see you guys later, and God bless.